now investigating.
But we begin with the athletes taking a stand after President Trump's attack on those who don't stand for the national anthem. LeBron James taking the mic Monday saying he doesn't regret calling President Trump a bum and saying the protests aren't meant to disrespect the flag or the military. Take a look.
It is about equality and people having the option and the freedom to speak upon things that they feel that's not unjust.
And overnight, all eyes were on the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals at Monday night's game as they took the field. ABC's Matt Gutman was there, and he joins us now from Glendale, Arizona. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Michael. What we saw last night seemed to take fans' breath away and generated some boos. The entire Dallas Cowboys team, America's team, taking a knee before the national anthem, along with its owner, Jerry Jones. Now, this is remarkable because it's a protest that started last year by a single player, often kneeling alone. Now it seems to be sanctioned by the league's top brass. The Dallas Cowboys taking their stand by taking a knee before the national anthem, team owner Jerry Jones right in the middle.
Boos can be heard from this sellout crowd in Arizona.
After America's team acknowledged the protests for racial equality in what seemed a choreographed move, the team stood up, went to the sidelines, and linked arms for the Star-Spangled Banner alongside their opponents, the Arizona Cardinals.
For the ramparts we watch.
The NFL commissioner tweeting it was a great show of unity.
Our players wanted to make a statement about unity, and we wanted to make a statement about equality.
What's so proud?
Symbolism everywhere, even on singer Jordan Sparks' microphone hand. On it, a reference to a Bible verse which reads in part, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves." Fans' reactions mixed.
If you stand or if you kneel, do your thing.
I think the players should still come out, stand on the field.
In Pittsburgh Monday, the Steelers were still dealing with fallout over their decision to have the entire team remain in the locker room during the anthem at Sunday's game. Quarterback Ben Roethlisberger speaking out, saying he regrets the team's decision.
I wish that we would have been on the field. That's just my personal feeling on it. I'm entitled to that opinion.
Former Army Ranger Alejandro Villanueva was the only Steelers member on the field, hand on heart, at the beginning of the game. His jersey now the top seller in the country. But the West Point grad says separating himself from his teammates was not his intention.
At the end of the day, the reason, whether I wanted it or not, whether it was my intended plan or not, the reason that I went out there by myself is the reason that is causing all this distress.
The fallout from the anthem controversy now also hitting athletes' wallets. Denver Broncos star Von Miller, who knelt during Sunday's game, says his contract with a local Ford dealership was not renewed following Sunday's game.
Stay ahead of the curve.
The company saying the Super Bowl 50 MVP was not fired, but when we bring in celebrities to represent us, we run the risk of being misrepresented. Now, the big question is whether this protest will persist in the coming weeks or lose steam. Now, what's interesting is that the folks we spoke to out here yesterday said that this was probably something about free speech, forgetting the fact that the original intent of the protest was to speak out about police brutality. Michael?
Yeah, thank you, Matt. And I think this was being lost, what the original intent. And Jerry Jones, one of the most influential owners.
Yeah.
But for him to do that, I think spoke a lot about the league and where their stance is.
I saw this particular tweet. It said, thinking NFL players are protesting the flag is like thinking Rosa Parks was protesting public transportation.
Wow, pretty good.
Yeah. Coming up, the new fallout for disgraced former Congressman Anthony Weiner sentenced